Mip takes the People Card crown after a nail-biting finale. Mip swoops in and steals Chungus' world record on his first ever submitted run. And Mip brings Chungus... What is this? Mip again? Is this just the Mip recap? Mip's May recap? Fine. This is your Harry Potter Speedrunner Community Recap for May 2023. We begin with Chungus, and yes, Mip has been very busy this month, surprising a lot of people by dropping his first ever Chungus % submission, taking world record as he did. His first submitted run to the board, a 7:39.920, broke the world record by a clean 1.5-ish seconds, and gave Mip his first ever category extension world record. Previous record holder Human was not having this, however, and he took to the grind, and just 24 hours later took back the record, bringing it down to a .310. The following day, Human brought down the record again to a 7:36.160, but he would not hold the crown for long, as less than 24 hours later, Mip came back with a 7:35.800, a run that was so close to breaking that 7:35 barrier. This would happen very soon though, as one day later, on the 19th, Mip came back and achieved a 7:32.950, making it the first ever sub 7:35 run. However, Mip was not done, achieving a 7:29.640 on the 22nd, bringing the record down past the 7:30 barrier, a feat which caused many gasps from the community, as it was an incomprehensible time to achieve. As of writing, this is where the record stands, with Theorized minuscule time save left. With Mip concluding he probably won't be able to get the time down any further, will it be Human, or someone else, if anyone, that breaks Mip's outstanding world record? Speaking of Chungus, this month, following the People Card tournament, Portal and Ryan announced the much anticipated Chungus 2023 tournament. The tournament will take place during the first 3 weekends of July, and will be streamed across Portal and Ryan's Twitch channels. Seeding will take place on June 17th, so there's plenty of time to put your name down for the tournament. Listen to what I say. You will go to the description. There you will find a sign-up link for the tournament. You will then proceed to sign up. Not doing so is not an option. This is your destiny. What? Anyways, before we get too drawn into future tournaments, let's take a look at how the last one ended first. On Saturday the 6th of May, the All Wizard Card tournament continued on Nixo's channel. Across the weekend we saw many amazing runs with a number of nail-biting matches, which gave our commentators something to really shout about, with a fair few missed cards sprinkled in. Number 73. The tournament continued to the final day on Saturday the 13th, where everything came down to one final best-of-3 match between Mip and Flo. After an extremely close fight, Flo took the first match, ensuring that the tension was heightened. However, in the final match, Mip took the win, thus winning the entire tournament. A huge congrats to Mip for an outstanding tournament performance, coming in with some incredible times, the fastest of which being an impressive 56.10, a time thought to be close to world record, if done on the normal games client. Turning next to Hogwarts Legacy, and two big players made their moves this month. Firstly with Beaver improving his 100% time from around the time of the game's launch, from a 15:11.29 down to a 13:07.30. This might still seem like a lot, but it is still a massive improvement and is a mark of the community's improved knowledge and routing. Around the same time, on May 10th, Lily X3 did her first Kill Ranrock hard run. Having brought Kill Ranrock's story down to a 3:43.46 last month, it was only a matter of time till the Kill Ranrock Queen moved to hard, and on the 10th of May she achieved the world record with an impressive 4:07.35, breaking the last world record by around 4 minutes. A huge congratulations to both runners for their impressive world records this month. Also in Legacy, on May 5th, the game released on PS4 and Xbox One, and on the same day, variables were added for runs on such consoles to the leaderboards, allowing runners to run immediately on the old generation consoles. Additionally, after some discussion on the exact endpoint of the run, the first All Quests run was completed by Lily on the 19th of May, with a time of 7:55.52. The run was the first step towards helping to fill out the sprawling Hogwarts Legacy leaderboards, a task which was made even longer by the introduction of the last generation categories. Next in community history, this month the currently longest standing community world record reached 7 years of reign. You may remember the previously longest standing current world record was beaten by Flow back in March after 2,803 days of reign, equating to around 7 years and 5 months. Well, when this happened, the longest currently standing reign transferred to the DVD games, with the longest being the Hogwarts Challenge DVD game, closely followed by the Wizarding World DVD game. This month, the reign for the Hogwarts Challenge DVD game reached 7 years. On May 28, 2016, runner Lazar181 speedran the interactive game, and today, 7 years on, it stands as the longest currently standing community world record. The question is, will it go on to beat the total record set by HV1GBC New Game Plus? Well, we'll find out in a few months' time. Also this month, after much discussion, the 3 PSP games were added to the leaderboards in both console and emulator versions. While it was deemed that HP6 PSP was similar enough for it to sit on the main board alongside its DS counterpart, the PSP versions of HP4 and HP5 were deemed different enough to warrant their own leaderboards. The 2 new categories were added to category extensions in 4PSP and 5PSP, both with an any % and 100% leaderboard, plus a console and emulator split. A few runners have been playing around with the new runnable versions, such as Luzak, Dino, and Father Daps, with Luzak picking up a handful of world records from these new categories. But with some free world records still up for grabs, is it only a matter of time till we see some new PSP runners perhaps? Speaking of world records, Flow this month has been taking them by storm, starting with HP3 single year 100%, a run where you have to complete every game in the HP3 school year, in this case to 100%, the 6th Gen Trifecta 100%, a record that was held by Canadian 6th Gen runner Jesse for around 280 days, as well as him finally getting his hands on the HP3 PC Insane % world record, dropping the time down by an impressive 33 minutes, and running the game in English as he did it. Finally this month, speaking of incredible feats, runner Ratburn44 has brought the cast count for HP2 PC Lowcast down again to 62 casts. The new route includes an absolutely ridiculous, god-awful, oh my god this is disgusting pixie ride in the Goyle level. That's all for this month, but there's plenty to look forward to and keep an eye out for as we head into the month of Pride. Firstly, a reminder that the Chungus tournament is still open for both runners and commentators, so if you're interested, head to the description to find the sign-up form. Secondly, Nixo is doing a full series any % run on the weekend of the 10th and 11th of June, so if you can, please drop by and show him some support. Also, hot off the press, submissions for Potagon, the non-HP Games Potathon event for HP runners, are now open, and the event itself will take place on the 29th and 30th of July. So if you're an HP runner, but also run a non-HP game and want to show off your skills, head over to the Potathon Discord server for more information. And finally, a bit of house clearing on our part. After the huge success of having our first guest host last month, we've got an exciting queue of hosts waiting to tell you the news for the next few months. But also, we wanted to open it up to the public, so if you're interested in hosting an episode of the Harry Potter Speedrunning Community Recap, you can fill in the form in the description below. If you have any questions, you can message Miney on Discord. But for now, you're up to date on the biggest stories in the Harry Potter speedrunning community for May 2023.